wait for people to join. I'm scared. It's okay, it's okay. Hi. Good evening from Chennai.
Go that side. Go that side. And exit.
Hi everyone. Good evening. Hi, Uni, how are you? So nice to see you. Do please stay because today we're Nilima, Chef Nilima Sriram. I am in her house as I have been in the last 2 days, promptly arriving at few minutes before 7, just in time to watch her have set up this beautiful table full of fantastic food and to share the process of making, and I will enjoy the process of eating it as well. So thank you everyone and wish you all a happy Navratri and a happy festive season to those who are celebrating. This is Chef Nilima Sriram. If you've missed the previous 2 episodes, then Nilima is a vegan, plant-based whole food chef, and she calls herself the mindful chef. And mindful is such a powerful word. I've been really last 2 nights been thinking so much about mindful, and the one principle that I want to say straight away that Nilima told me day before yesterday was eat your food and eat your water and drink your food.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. So really I think mindfulness is really about being conscious and aware
Yes.
about what we are doing and what we inject into our systems. So Nilima's series is really a culmination of the 3 homes that are sort of, she grew up in Delhi. She's originally a Punjabi girl. She's married to a Tamilian and she's lived across the world. So her food is really a coming together of these different experiences. Right? So Nilima, we did a global recipe yesterday.
Yeah. For day 1 we did
Punjabi.
Yes.
Gajar ki barfi.
Yes.
And then we did a global recipe yesterday which was buckwheat in its flavoursome best. And then today, I see there is
sundal, which is like very typical of South India.
Absolutely.
And it's Navratri time.
And what is Navratri without sundal in a South Indian household? Yeah.
Exactly. So when Navratri season starts in North, we avoid all kind of proteins.
Oh.
And down South, I've noticed, yes.
Like stock up on protein.
Stock up on protein, especially during Navratri.
That's right.
So today I have to highlight sundal because this is one thing. The moment you enter anybody's home for Golu, you are offered sundal. So I had to highlight it, and I have kept 2 principles in mind. One, it has to be sattvic, like no onion, no garlic.
Of course.
Because it's Navratri season.
We've been following that.
Yes. And second is the Sharan principle. Like 5-point principle, which I talked about day 1.
Day 1.
Yes.
So please do.
Yeah, I'm going to repeat that.
Yeah, that would be
the
great.
first one is plant-based, which is vegan. Nothing animal derived. It's like all whatever like plant kingdom has given us. We embrace that, right? And then the second one is whole food. Like everything is unprocessed, unrefined, unpolished, and like as nature has designed.
Right.
And the third point is organic. So every ingredient, single ingredient in my house is always organic. I started my organic journey, organic food journey in 2008 in Canada.
Okay.
I used to pay through my nose, but that was a conscious choice. Because in North America is known for growing genetically modified foods.
Right.
And I was very clear about
didn't
that.
want to,
I didn't want to. So in 2008 itself, we started that.
Right.
And then point 4 and 5 is B12 and D3. Yes. So if you want more information, please go to Sharan website, which is sharan-india.org, and you will understand. There is a section called Try Me Vegan. So that Try Me Vegan section actually talks about B12 and D3 in detail.
Yeah.
Because in the market, like B12 supplements are flooded. So we don't know which one to take.
Which one is?
Yeah. So which one is right for our body? So prior to that, please go and get tested.
Tested, yeah.
Yes,
Absolutely.
and find out the levels, and then accordingly take the consultation and start your supplements.
Right.
So I'm following those principles today, and now Sundal, every household in South India knows how to make it. There is no rocket science.
Yeah.
So it's no fun for me to just show Sundal. It's a little boring for
You
me.
have to
also.
throw in your imagination.
I have to come up with something different. And another thing, like when I met Shriram, my husband, he was not into raw food at all.
Okay.
And I grew up eating raw food.
Okay.
Like, I still remember when I was a child, once I was lost, my parents couldn't like find me. And we used to have a huge kitchen garden. And only the gardener could see that I was sitting in one corner and eating raw peas, you know.
Oh, wow.
So, eating raw food is like part of my life. It's an
Okay.
integral part, I would say. I just
Wow.
cannot imagine my meal without like those
Is
days.
that the secret of your skin?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
I really don't know.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you the story about my skin also. So since the recipe is simple, so I just want to share with
Yeah,
you
please.
personal experience,
Yes.
food related experience.
Yeah, absolutely,
You know,
yeah.
because we are highlighting food today.
Correct.
So yeah, like that's how like they found me, and like my parents always had like cucumber, tomatoes, carrots,
Always on the
you know,
table.
during winter time like
Yeah,
gajar or mooli, you know.
Yeah.
So those things were always kept on the table, and I
Right.
was the one first to finish that. And I always had the urge to eat more of raw. My body demanded.
Okay.
I did, like I was a child, so I didn't know the science or the need, why my body needs those things first,
Correct.
you know,
Correct.
than the cooked food. So maybe because we are designed to eat more of raw food,
Yeah.
and we don't recognize that.
Yeah.
Having said that, I'm not discarding cooked food. I love cooked food. I'm a big foodie.
Of course, yeah.
Big foodie.
No,
Trust
but
me.
at least try to include one.
Absolutely.
Like,
Yeah, like
in every
my-
meal, right?
As I said, day one, 50-50. You know, 50% has to be salad. And when I met Shriram, going back to that conversation, when I met Shriram, he was not into salads. And Russia is known for a lot of cooked salads,
Right.
you know, and like raw salad only when the season is there, you know, strictly in the summer.
Right.
Winter time, like they will preserve all the vegetables, you know, and they will eat pickled vegetables, pickled fruits, fermented fruits,
Right.
and cooked salads. So salad was part of their culture as well.
Correct.
And when I met Shriram and I will make some salad, and that was literally a meal replacer salad, you know. And he will ask me like, where is the meal?
Yeah.
This is the meal.
Where's the main course?
Yeah, like I cannot just like settle with this thing.
Yeah.
I said, then you have to go somewhere else to find another meal, but this is what I'm offering you today.
Yeah.
You know? So it took him a while to really understand why, like in my part, like my life, this raw food
Is such
salad
a-
is such a huge, like it plays a huge role. You know?
Yeah.
So he gradually started to accept, and today he enjoys. No complaints.
But now I'm almost certain, Nilima, that it's because of the raw food that you've always like eaten, and that your skin is just like shining really.
I will tell you, there was a time when we moved to Canada. So the first choice was like, as I said, when we lived in Russia and Uzbekistan,
Yeah.
we were like hardcore non-vegetarians.
That's
When
right.
we moved to Canada in 2006, that is the time I realized that Indian grocery stores are existing in that part of the world.
Right.
So there is no need for me to eat a lot of meat. I can
Right.
cut down on that.
Right.
So I gradually like cut down on that and switched to vegetarian lifestyle, which was originally like
Yeah.
back home we were practicing, right? And then the time came like I completely switched to a vegetarian meal. But having said that, North America is all about convenience.
Yeah.
You do not have domestic help. You do not have so many other comforts.
Yeah.
No support system.
System,
You are
yeah.
on your own.
Yeah.
So having said that, it became very difficult for me to all the time cook, all the time do like in Uzbekistan I had nanny, I had maids, I had like driver,
What
whatnot.
comfortable life.
Comfortable life. And here in Canada it became very difficult. So I started to go to the Indian grocery stores and look for half fabricated food, you know,
Right.
half cooked, you know, roti, chapati, parantha and whatnot. And gradually my pores started to grow big, you know, to that extent that one of my friend who was a cosmetologist and she just like in one of the get-togethers, she just said, "Come to me tomorrow. I will fix your skin, and I'll charge you XYZ amount, and all you need is 10 procedures." And I'm like looking at her. I said, "I switched to organic. I'm trying to eat like healthy, but I still was not aware that where I was going wrong. I was thinking I was living in a notion that I'm eating healthy. So I said, okay, let me do research before I go to her.
Right.
So I didn't commit for that meeting, but I started doing the research, and accidentally I started to eat more of broccoli and the sweet potatoes.
Oh.
So there is a sweet potato today. And trust me, these two things, of course, I had to gradually eliminate all like processed food from my diet,
right,
and focused on really healthy, real food. But I was still vegetarian at that time.
Right.
I was not vegan at all.
Right.
Vegan I became when I moved to India.
Right.
So, but yeah, I started eliminating quite a bit of stuff, and gradually my pores started to shrink, and I
Right.
got back to normal. And this is your, if any cosmetologist is like watching this, I'm in trouble. No, basically it's the food, it's the lifestyle, you know, like eliminate processed food from your, or refined food from your lifestyle, you will automatically see your skin getting better. Yeah.
Lovely.
Yes.
Really must thank you for sharing some secrets with us like that, and I'm definitely like going to try a lot of stuff that I've picked up from you. So thank you first of all for sharing so generously.
Most
Looking
welcome.
forward to the sundal.
Yes.
So Chef Nilima Sriram's sundal.
I wash my hands as usual. Sundal we all know how to make it. In case some of you don't know, I'll quickly tell the recipe. So all I did is I took my pan, no oil. I just heated the pan, threw some mustard seeds, black mustard seeds, and they start to crackle, splutter. You know, they start to splutter. The essential oil start to release from those mustard seeds. The aroma start to hit my nose. That was the indication I need to put ginger. I need to put green chilies and curry leaves. I sauteed them, I got the aroma, and then I add little water, turmeric, and senda namak, which is like rock salt, you know, and the chana, the boiled chickpeas, kabuli chana. So this is, and I cooked it well until the water got fully evaporated, and my sundal was ready. So I'm taking this one big cup, and it's a protein-rich thing. Now, I talked about sweet potatoes. I'm a big fan of sweet potatoes. So, in organic stores, whenever it's there, it's like in my list all the time. You know? Yes. And since in South India, we are not into too much of raw food, so I thought, why not I add some veggies also. Okay. So, since I'm not following the rules of North India today, I have just taken whatever fresh veggies I had in my fridge. So which is carrot, two types of cabbage, like the green one and the purple one, and the bell pepper, the capsicum, and some fresh.
Just raw, right?
Everything is raw. No cooked, no steamed, nothing.
Okay.
Yeah. Like many people say, oh, it's difficult to chew, difficult to like swallow. It's like my jaws get tired because you have not practiced enough, you know.
Exercising your jaw enough.
Yeah. And second thing, when we switch to raw food, there are a lot of chopping tools available in the market. So get familiar with that and start using that. So there are slicers called julienne slicers, you know. Right. So they shred your cabbage so thin, so thin that you don't have to really work hard, you know. Yeah. But still, as I said, drink your food, you know, eat mindfully, chew well so that the digestion, because digestion starts from here itself. So chew well, and then it's
by
easy
the time
for
it reaches the
gut. Yes,
absolutely.
So I'm just mixing these things. The recipe is super simple, super easy, and so colorful. And this could be your meal replacer also.
Really, indeed.
So I've taken care of the starches, I've taken care, like carbs, I've taken care of the protein, and your vitamins, veggies are all your and all the micronutrients, right? And now you will be wondering, where is the flavor, right? So flavor first comes from the herbs. So fresh herbs. So I am using fresh dhania, cilantro, fresh coriander. Yeah, plenty of it. Now coriander, mint,
Yeah.
basil, or any fresh herb, they actually naturally detoxify our systems. Yes.
Yeah.
So they flush out a lot of toxins from the
Right.
body, so it's very healthy.
Healthy,
So
yeah.
please try to incorporate that in your lifestyle. Yeah. And then this is again the best part is the raw date chutney. So now how do you how did I make? Visit Sharon
Go to
website.
Sharon, yeah.
Yes, visit Sharon website. You will find this recipe. Very simple, very easy. I wanted to keep it raw again. So
Right.
basically I just soaked tamarind in normal room temperature water.
Right.
And I took some ginger and I took some few dates and water, everything into the blender. And just blend it. So you can add roasted cumin powder and of course I added salt as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So if you want like a little bit of red chili, that is totally fine. So I'm just going to generously mix this. And toss
It's
it now.
looking so good.
So colorful,
So
yeah?
colorful, really.
All the rainbow colors are here.
Yeah, really.
And when next time guests come, try to give this kind of sundal chaat to them. I guarantee you they will love it.
Absolutely. Nilima, is it possible to replace the date chutney with the peanut chutney? Or give it a different...
It will give a different, because we are calling it chaat. See, what happens is that the taste memory will say, okay, I am looking for the date chutney, the tamarind chutney,
Correct,
right?
correct, yeah.
So our taste memory will remind us of something. So if you are making peanut chutney, try to make it like a peanut satay.
Okay.
Then I think it will work out very well. I've not tried it with peanut satay
Okay.
sauce.
Yeah.
So here I have my lettuce. Again, when you are using any kind of green lettuce, in salads, try to wash them and put it in your salad spinner and dry them, spin them and dry them,
Yeah.
and then never use the knife. What happens is the oxidation starts to happen, right?
Okay.
So you just break it with your hands. That's it.
Okay.
So I'm just going to put this here.
Oh, how cool is that now?
And that's it. And
Drizzle
some more chutney. So even lettuce you can enjoy eating,
Can everybody see this amazing salad?
How simple and
Yeah,
easy
sundal.
it is.
Sundal chaat. Sundal chaat. Fantastic.
Quick,
Lovely.
easy.
Yeah.
Now I want you to try this, please. As usual.
Yeah, as usual. Nilima, why don't you try it today?
I always eat my food before, I always test the recipe.
Okay.
And if I don't like it, it goes back to my kitchen again and I improve it until I finalize it and I'm happy with the recipe. I will never offer. So was I correct that your taste memory actually tells you that you need the
Muscle memory, right?
Yes. The chutney is
It's so good.
yes.
It's the right spot. The date chutney is so good.
And it's raw. The best part is you can
And then
make it in a jiffy.
And the sweet potatoes, just add that, I don't know, that real...
The comfort,
that sweetness.
Is there, yes, the
Yeah.
sweetness and actually it just brings the dish together. This
I
is
think
what I
this
get.
is seriously like a lunch, right?
It's a meal.
It's a meal replacer. Yeah.
Yes.
Fantastic. Nilima, what are some of the other kind of...
Okay, so I have done green sprouts.
Uh-huh.
So what I do is when it is not Navratri, I normally make the tomato salsa. We all know Mexican food, right? So I make tomato salsa, I make guacamole,
Yeah.
like avocado
Of course,
salsa,
yeah.
and I mix that with the green sprouts, and it tastes amazing.
Oh!
It really tastes amazing.
give it a-
Yes. But during Navratri time, you can make salsas, you can make guacamole, or just cut the chunks of avocados
Avocado.
and just have it without onion and garlic.
Yeah.
Squeeze lemon in that.
Yeah.
It will be really, really like Indian bhel, raw bhel
Exactly.
kind of a
This
thing.
was just fabulous and the crunch, right, of it
Yes.
as well. So there's crunch and there's some little soft
Right,
and it's
right.
like, yeah.
The way you are describing, my mouth is watering.
I'm getting to like taste it all.
Yes.
And it's such a privilege. I just want to actually acknowledge this privilege, and Nilima, before we sign off, that this is truly a privilege, and this sharing this thing with you and with my friend Janani. I have 2 more days with her.
Right.
But we tune in tomorrow at 11 a.m. where Janani is going to be teaching us a different type of a sundal as well.
Okay.
And I'd love for you to also watch.
Sure, absolutely.
I think that this is really about what festivals and festivities are about, where you go to a friend's home and you eat a meal together, chat, share, and share it with a larger universe. I'm so glad that we've been able to do this, right?
The day I think we were talking while running that we should do something together.
Like this.
And this idea came up, let's do the Navratri. Let's celebrate
womanhood. And yes, sisterhood, right?
Sisterhood.
This is, and Chef Nilima Sriram today gave up her chef's attire to wear this beautiful shibori sari. Doesn't she look amazing? I mean, she looks great in her chef's suit as well, but today I think she's looking totally Navratri. That look.
I was a bit nervous.
No, you look great, and I love your blouse. And thank you all for watching. We finished with this. It's a wrap with this 3-day series. But I urge you all really to go and press the like and follow Chef Nilima Sriram's page. Because she's sharing a lot. She has some very, very interesting tips to share with all of you. We don't have to, I often now talk about on my personal page also about small wins.
Yes.
We don't need to change overnight because it is hard. We live in, stressed out lives. We're all juggling a ton of things. So we can't suddenly overnight make shifts. But it's possible to make small shifts.
Yeah, see the way we say, the seeing is believing.
Yeah.
In my case, I say tasting is believing.
Absolutely. And if you trust me a little, then this is wow. So please do try it and share it if you can. We will be sharing after Navratri is over because we're all busy.
Right.
We're going to be sharing all the
Recipes.
recipes. And if you have any doubts, head straight to Nilima's page, DM her. Get all your doubts clarified. Alap has been a facilitator in enabling this, and I love for more people to go give her a follow. More people from her page to come and follow us because I think we all need each other.
Absolutely.
Women need to support women.
I really appreciate. Thank you so much for giving me this wonderful opportunity.
Thank you, Nilima.
3 days. And in case you want to learn more of my cooking, I'm coming up with a party food nibbles, on the 16th. Go to Sharon website and hit the register button and join.
Absolutely. And I'm secretly planning like a workshop exclusively for dancers on some interesting food that is beneficial. If you'd like to, you have some doubts, you'd like to sign up for it, just send me an email. You all have my email ID. We'd love to see how we can benefit. We can all benefit from Nilima's fantastic learnings. Thank you all. Good night and good evening, good morning. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Awesome. How was it? Fantastic. Yeah.
Hi. It was so hot. Let me turn on the...
It's good. I listened to it.